here at the Island Resort and Casino. It's Saturday, playing the 10-20 Omaha high-low round by round. Get a good run of cards. I'm in for like 1,000 right now. I think I have 3,000 in front of me, or 2,600, so 2,800 to 3,000, somewhere around there. But I'm up about 2,000 so far. Game is juicy. When you find games that are juicy like this, they're really good bankroll builders. Last week I was here and I lost $1,000, and then I switched over to Hold'em, and I had a few people who asked me why I did that, and I said because I'm here to make money, not to just keep the game going. Last week the game was bad. Like a big pot might have been $300-400 bucks. Here we're having lots and lots of $400 or $500 pots, a couple of $600 pots, like even an $800 pot. So yeah, when the game's juicy, I'm gonna play it. When the game is shitty, I'm gonna skip it. That's what you have to do. So that's the life of a grinder. My wife's out of town. Haven't posted a lot of life of a grinder's content. That big building you can see behind me is my garage. It's bigger than my fucking house. That white stuff you see on top of that, right here, that is snow. Yep, so we're still building it. We had to delay it for a month because we were too close to the road and blah, 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 blah. But now we're building it in 18-degree weather with 15-mile-an-hour winds. So I've been busy, and that's kind of been a priority. How much did the garage cost to build? Whew, we're at about the 30K mark right now. No, I don't do banks. That's why Margie in the back wanted to know how much did it cost, and why not hire a contractor? Well, yours truly likes to be positive EV as much as possible. Tell you what though, it's not fun doing it when it's cold outside, but we're getting her done. Yeah, you know, last week all I did was build out the garage, even on Thanksgiving. And I tried to play online, and I really forced myself to play online, where I'd play for like a quick session, kick off $100, $200. There was one session I sat down at that I played for, I don't know, it was like 5 hours. I think it was the day after Thanksgiving. That was really my only long session last week. Other than that, between car issues and garage shit, I just haven't been. Yeah, I'm really pumped that I'm going to be coming to Vegas next week. Pretty excited. Hopefully we're going to see a bunch of people there. Going to Florida in January. And then I had one of my viewers who is a formidable opponent, Gary Gwynn, got 9th place in the Big O bracelet. We were talking, and he said, hey, if you're going to put together a World Series package, why are you going to put together a main event package? You have much better value. And we talked about that quite a bit. He's got some really good points, but I don't know. I told him, I guess it would depend on how the schedule is. My hair's pretty fucked up. My wife says I should just shave it and start over. Let me know what you guys think. I think it looks pretty fucking crazy. Looks pretty intimidating. When I do poof it out and do an afro, I'm going to wear it like this for the tournaments in December. That way, anybody who sees me at a final table, if I'm fortunate enough to final table, they'll be like, yeah, the guy with crazy fucking hair, yeah, that's the professor. So, I don't know. Trying some shit out. It's weird where this world takes you. Like, you don't expect to become a vlogger or a YouTuber. One day you decide to do it, and then next thing you know, like, people are like, hey man, I really appreciate it. And then you get the same amount of people who are like, that guy's a fucking idiot. But they won't tell that to you to your face. They'll just tell that to you as a troll commenting on your video. Got my garage finally roofed in. I've been so tired for the last week because I've just been busting my ass on that I haven't really played much this past week. You know, the week before that I was in Vegas. I won like $5,000. Only was there for like 3 days. Really good turnout. That was after all expenses too. So that was a bonus. You know, it's funny though, because I've learned in the past, if I have some side project like this and I work myself all the way up until the day I leave, I just fuck off money. Matter of fact, that $10,000 loss that I had in Chicago, I worked up until the day before that. I think it was on my garage. Yeah, matter of fact, I was pouring the concrete or some shit when I left. I do remember I worked until the day I left. And I lost $10,000. And I think it's because I was tired. When I got there, I played on a travel day. God, just fucking stupid rookie mistakes, man. You look back at this, and you're like, that fucked off 10 grand, you know? But if I took like 2 days off before then, maybe I still lose, okay? I know there is a lot there that I just played like shit, so I don't think I lose as much. Maybe I only lose 3 grand, but still, that's like a difference of $7,000 that could be in my pocket right now. That could be the difference in all my tournaments that I'm buying into next week. At the time, you don't really think about that, but like those little mistakes add up, man. You know, just like you don't think rake makes that big of a difference. It makes a huge difference. If you're playing at a place that's consistent, like the 1530 in Detroit at MGM, you know, you can negotiate a $4 pot rake. Why? Because the rake goes all day long on whatever it was, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, or Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. I can't remember, but it goes all day long. Starts at 9 in the morning and goes until like 2 in the next morning. And since it's a limit, they actually get more heads out per hour because it's all fixed betting. So when you're playing poker for a living, this is why I'm telling you this. When you're playing poker for a living, you know, the difference between that $4 per pot and $6 per pot, you don't think it adds up? Think about it this way. That's $2 per pot. And you figure with the shufflers, they're getting 30 pots out an hour. That's $60 an hour divided by 9 players, okay? So it's literally the difference of like $7 per player per hour is what is the difference in that $2 rake costs you. So you figure if you play for 10 hours per session, that's $70. Say you do that twice a week, that's $150. And you do it for a whole year, $150 times 52 weeks. That shit adds up. People don't realize that, but yeah, when you play poker for a living, you gotta factor that in, man. Just like if you go play poker and you play cash games better when you're stoned, say for example, you know somebody who does that, the cost of getting that is like $80 or whatever. You gotta factor that in. That's part of your expenses. I'm done working on my garage, going to Vegas in a few days, meeting Flounder again. We're gonna make this a tradition. Flounder, Donkfish, and the Professor every year in Vegas. I think next year we're probably just gonna rent a house. You know, it's really funny. Being a professional poker player and living in a rural area brings a lot of different challenges. Like, you guys know I've been building this garage, and I'm at the tail end of it, literally like the tail end. Like, just the siding needs to go on, and I've even got most of the siding on. So, but being that I'm a few days away from going to Vegas and playing tournaments and cash games, I know I need to take the day off. And it's funny because I hired a couple of local guys here to help me with the garage. And I told them, I said, I'm not working on the garage today, boys. I said, but you're going to see me around, like, just smoking doobs and chilling. I said, because I need to put myself in the right mindset before I go out to Vegas. When it comes to the great game of poker, being in the right mindset can make the difference between this garage saving me EV and costing me EV. Think about that. Like, if I work today, tomorrow, and Saturday, and I'm just sore and burnt out, and then I have a travel day on Sunday where I don't work on the garage, and I travel, and I don't play, how well rested am I really going to be for Monday? I'll feel like I'm just getting worked to death. And then how will I feel on Tuesday? And I know myself when I go on poker trips, I will grind 12, 14, 18 hours a day. There's times where I've grinded 20 hours a day. This summer, I'm challenging myself, and you guys can think I'm crazy for doing this, to do a 100 to 10K challenge. I've told a couple people about this, but I guess I'm going to go ahead and make it public because I'm going to say, fuck it. Yours truly, the Professor. We have a house in Vegas for a whole month for the series. And I am publicly announcing and challenging myself to do a 100 to 10K challenge in one session of 125 Big O. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be able to step up. I'm going to play 125 Big O at the Paris. I'm going to vlog about it every 2 hours. I'm going to post a little short on it to see what my progress is every 2 hours when I'm doing that challenge. That's not going to be until June or July. And I have to plan it and I also have to practice for it. So I think this is going to be one of the times where I'm practicing for that long session. I think I'm going to play it on having a 40-hour session, because last year, in case you didn't know, I didn't like challenge myself to do this, but while Wayne was playing the Raz event, I ran my Big O stack up to just shy of $5,000 on a single buy-in. And that was about 19 hours, because I was playing before he got into the tournament, and then I was playing after he got out of the tournament. And all in all, that was about 19 hours. So I know Doug Polk did a $100 to 10K challenge online, and that was over the course of several days. I think he said within a month. And I think that was, I remember watching that, and like rooting for him and being like, shit, man, he's going to get there. And like his big jump with it when it came to the PLO and stuff. And, I was just thinking that I can do that in one session, a live session at the Paris. I know I can do that. So I'm going to challenge myself to do that. But just like an athlete, and don't get me wrong, I have a few extra pounds. It ain't like I'm going to fucking shoot basketball or I'm some amazing athlete. But just like an athlete, like a professional athlete, prepares for a big game, poker players have to do the same thing. And I think I need 3 sessions or so to give me some preparation for this 40-hour sessions plus that I'm going to do, because I predict to go from a $100 buy-in to a 10K stack. And now the rules are going to be this, just so you know. $100 buy-in, I can rebuy as many times as required. Obviously, probably my first 2 or 3 buy-ins, I'm just going to try getting it all in and run it up to a reasonable stack. Yeah, we're going to see what happens after that, but I think I can do it. I know I can do it. It's not a matter of can you do it in one session. I think the biggest thing that I have to prepare myself for is staying awake and staying focused. I know I can stay focused for 20 hours. Last year I had a session for 36 and a half hours and it fucking killed me. That wasn't this past year. That was 2022. That was like in March or 36 and a half hours. And I remember when I was at the end of that session, I just passed the fuck out. I was just, I don't even know if I even took my hoodie off when I saw the bed. I saw the bed and just crashed. So I'm going to have to do that 3 times, I think, before the series. Let me know. You guys think I'm just fucking crazy or what? I mean, this is a pretty ballsy thing. And, if I can do it, it might take me 2 or 3 attempts to do it while I'm in Vegas. So that's the other thing, is even though I'm going to be there for a whole month, I'm going to plan out 3 different times where I'm going to try doing this 100 to 10K buy-in. So let me know what you guys think. Are you looking for a place to play some online pot limit Omaha? Well, I have the place just for you. Donkfish and myself both belong to a club called The Madhouse. And let me tell you about this little place. It has PLO 4, PLO 5, PLO 6, PLO 5 high-low, and PLO 6 high-low. Not only that, but right now, The Madhouse is doing a crazy special. If you join and you're a new player at The Madhouse and you join The Madhouse and you order a hoodie, which is going to cost you about 40 to 50 bucks, the managers are going to give you $100 in your account. That's right. That's a good special that they're running right now. Not only that, but when you bring a friend that joins the Madhouse, you're going to get 50 bucks and they're going to get 50 bucks. Oh my God. This is like a Christmas miracle that's happened. If you're looking for a good, reliable place to play online poker and you want to play with myself, you want to play with Donkfish, plus a bunch of whales and a couple of pretty good players as well, join the Madhouse. PP Poker, Club ID 1810023, where the only thing that's crazier than the chat is the action.